ability and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Greg Dulcich,
26 yards.
and the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they hit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, it's Watson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. Room here to run. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this 1st half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up, I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man, we do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling, I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
That's taken at around the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
A first down carry by Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. He's going to air one out.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball.
Oh, battle at the line and intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 36 yards. And a nice job by him to catch the slam and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Inside give to Elliott.
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
In motion, the tight end. first carry for Chase Edmonds. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Wilson. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now this, a very short kick. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
On third down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's Wilson to throw.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. He worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he completes this to Sutton.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McManus now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the
touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Cowboys 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is.
That's caught inside the 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Simmons running out of the shotgun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Prescott. He's got Elliott. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Dak.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Prescott.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
To throw, Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Now Dak. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime.